The fittest on earth push their limits every day. But their recovery is just as crucial. In just a few minutes a day, reset your body, enhance your performance, and elevate your recovery with the most accessible and effective cold therapy tools. Get colder. Feel better with Ice Barrel.
Good morning. Welcome to the Chad Recap Show. We just watched athletes do 250 trips, a total of 1,000 box step-ups, all men, all women, on the floor at the exact same time. James Sprague takes the win, along with Emily Rolfe. Impressive.
Two pretty similar athletes, like similar body types, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Excellent runners, but not too heavy. Like we did see the other big guys, especially do well.
yeah,
A little heavier. James was moving really quick. His footwork never slowed down. It was really impressive.
yeah. We thought that when we saw this initially, we said that the run, swim, and this workout, and even the track and field, where we were going to see pretty similar performances, and I think it's kind of held true. We talked about last night. We're seeing the same athletes kind of finish in the same spot, generally speaking. There's a couple things that bounce back and forth, but overall, we're not seeing massive shifts on the leaderboard like we've been accustomed to.
Yeah, and I get it if we're going to have like these CrossFit heavy events on Sunday. Maybe, I mean, we know what we're getting later today, but I'm not really too fond of it being, exceptionally front-loaded one way and then back-loaded the opposite. Even if it all shakes, even if it shakes out at the end of the weekend, I think it should be avoided to some extent because, like we just saw with the women, it was essentially the top 5 in this workout were the top 5 overall.
Yeah. So where we're at right now, Chad was the first workout of the morning. We were supposed to cut down to the top 30 after
Watch what happens.
this event. But with everything that's going on, they have elected to move the cuts to after tonight. So the athletes all will have 2 more workouts before a cut. They'll cut it down to the top 30 individuals. And who we got here?
She's going to talk about the event that just happened. She's great at Chad.
All right.
We have a special
Put your
guest.
headset
This
down.
is Amy Hines. She's
Hi.
a JY barbell athlete.
Another JY barbell athlete. They're everywhere.
Oh my God, how did I get roped
This
into
is
this?
one of the
JY mommy?
This is one of the monster moms.
Oh.
Thank you.
Wow,
I
yeah.
appreciate
The
that.
monster mom.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Were you featured in the video that I put together?
She was.
As a PR?
She was.
I believe I was.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Closing out with the best, save the best for last, right?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
So are you in John's gym then as
Yes.
well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's one of my one-on-ones.
There you
Like,
go.
Yeah.
One of your one-on
gonna
programs.
Building,
she's gonna
building
make-
the monster that I will be
She's going to make the games next year.
next year. When
Wow.
I hit that 40,
Okay.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
old,
she's
right?
Aging up. She's aging up on the 40
you go.
division.
Wow.
I think she's got a shot.
That's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Were you inside Dickies or you been hanging out in Vendor
So
Village?
I did peek into Dickies and caught the last part of the Chad, right? And then I just popped in over here because I got in at like 9:30 today. So I just drove in for the day, get the whole experience.
There you go.
John misses me. He hasn't seen me like 4 days.
Why, yeah.
That's what it
Imagine.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine.
So how
Go ahead, Brian.
lifting with John? How strong have you gotten compared to when you started? And how long have you been working with him?
So, I don't know. When did I start? It's probably like 4 or 5 months ago.
I think 6 months ago.
Has it been 6
Yeah.
months?
Yeah.
Definitely stronger. Definitely more endurance. Like I did a pretty big heavy weightlifting cycle, just Olympic lifting, before I started with him. And then I got into and then I started with him after I finished that cycle. And it was, getting stronger, getting my legs bigger, getting fitter.
Yeah.
Because fitter was a problem for me. Like I am lazy. Like I am lazy. So it was really him pushing me. And I mean, everything's gotten better. Not only my gymnastics and my barbells, but me as a whole athlete, well-rounded wise, I've gotten just considerably better, just stuff that I haven't done in a long time. He makes me do all the stuff that I hate, though, but I guess it works.
So you make them do the stuff you hate. And then,
He just doesn't want to do it by
better
himself.
coach than athlete, I guess.
I honestly just figure out what hell that I'm going to make myself do, and then I just make them do it. But she's far more capable than I think her mind lets her be. I would say her biggest weakness is she's scared to be great.
Oh.
And we're going to be great. We're going to be great.
Have you gotten a JY barbell shirt yet?
I have.
Okay, good.
I have.
Good.
I didn't wear it today because I don't like wearing T-shirts.
There's only 200 left now.
Oh, dude, they're selling like wildfire. No, I should have worn it. Like I said, I packed it.
You're good.
PNW Charles, can we buy the JY barbell shirt online?
After the games, we'll put it on Leslie's crochet site.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll have a link when we get back, do our Wednesday show. We'll find a link
Are
for
you
that.
surprised with the leaderboard? So are you keeping up with it?
Yes, I am.
That sounds frustrating.
No, well, it's because a lot of the people that I really expected to do well are kind of, not up where I would expect to see them. And then there's people that I'm really, really happy for, though, at the same time. So it's, I watched it pretty diligently yesterday, and again, it was kind of nice to see some of the people that we weren't expecting to see. Like, I know Amy Kringle was up there, but she's one of my favorites. I'm really rooting for her, really rooting for Bethany. I honestly, I've been paying a little bit more attention to the girls than I have the boys, just because I can relate a little bit more. Mm-hmm. But the boys too. But there's a few of them that I really expected to see more from, but I haven't. But again, it's kind of a weird weekend, but you never know what's going to happen the rest of today and tomorrow, because I know there's been a lot of grindy workouts, and now we're moving into...
It's going to be the complete opposite.
Yeah, like we're moving, that's what Summer and I were talking about. It's a big strength workout, and I think a lot of these athletes will really like seeing that versus the grind, right? But I'm excited for today.
Is there anybody you're rooting for in general that might podium that wouldn't have a shot before the year started, and now they are in position that they might have a shot to podium? I think Haley Adams for me.
Oh
I
my God,
want Haley
yes.
Adams to podium.
I am so excited for her, definitely. I really like your boy Luckett. Like, I've been rooting for him.
He's got no shot to
He's not
podium.
doing that
I
good.
know, but I've been so rooting for him. I've been so proud of him and his win yesterday. But
Dude, he's doing good.
So look at this top. Keep scrolling on the leaderboard, like just a little bit more. The top, whatever you want to say, I guess 7. Like Hatfield sticks out like a sore thumb. These guys are all
Giants.
Are
Yeah,
big
they've
in-
not
big tall
updated the
boys.
leaderboard. So you look on the left, the rank. That was their rank, overall rank going into this morning's Chad. I mean, the top 9 athletes are all in the top 9 other than Ricky. And so, like, Austin is the only one. Like, everybody in there, basically all the way down.
Yeah, so same events, same outcomes, except for Austin sticking out like a sore thumb.
Harry Lightfoot, 22nd. He was the next one. Caleb Clements in 11th. Justin Medeiros, 12th. Sam Quant. Ricky Gerard, 17th. And we have another JY Barbell athlete.
Yes, this
on
is
there.
Summer. This is Summer. Another monster in the making.
She's out there in the RV park.
Yes.
Been hanging out a little bit.
Also a part of my gym. Yeah.
So.
I got about 17 moms lined up to be on the show. So once Summer comes out, we're just gonna keep on rotating
Just keep
them.
them bringing them out.
Yeah.
Celeb shot. That's what we're
Yeah.
doing.
What do you think about this? Did you end up making it to Dickey's, or you just come out here, hang out in Vendor Village?
We did go watch the event this morning, and that was kind of interesting to see how people chose to step up differently.
Yeah.
And the women dropped off pretty hard.
What do you mean? Like just the spread between?
Yeah, and how early they were falling apart. Like halfway point, Milligan was having a really tough time getting through it.
Really? Okay.
I have a question for you. Answer it honestly too, Summer. Do you think you could beat Danny Spiegel in this workout?
I think so.
I think so too. I think so too.
Oh, man. Yeah, let's keep going through this leaderboard here. Callian Souza, 18th. BKG, 19th. BKG is, like, literally just humming along right there in the upper teens for the most part.
I think I had him
averaging that.
17th. I think he'll do the same thing in time. Although push-pull is going to be really good for him.
I think he's got a 15th in him.
I think he'll be top 10 in push-pull. Dude, the handstand push-up, like, that's just, you either got it or you don't, and he's got
Let's
it.
see. He might be the next washed up athlete.
Sure.
Luke Parker, 23rd. Cole Sager, 26th. Travis Mayer. I think Tyler is in the morning right now. Travis, 28th.
Hey, end of the weekend, who finishes higher, Hatfield or Travis Mayer?
Oh, Hatfield.
Without a doubt,
yeah,
he's got a big gap.
Yeah, without a doubt, man.
All right.
They're lining up right now. I mean, I think
good for him.
Hatfield's going to end up with a little over 200 points, I think, right now, or close to 200 points. Travis, 28th, not going to get.
He'll be about 50 points behind going into the clean line.
Not even that. I think it's going to be like 30 or 40. So going into the
second place does wonders for Hatfield. He needed that.
Yeah.
He was on the cut line, guys.
Dude, Happalainen.
Happalainen, 32nd.
Happened, man. What? I don't know. That's bad.
We only have 32 men remaining in the competition.
32 men.
At this point.
Yes.
We're only getting 2 cut. And Happalainen with, that was, I don't know if he was just slowing up because he knew he was dead last.
Did you see Ricky
that was slow.
fall down?
No, I didn't.
Have you seen it? You want to show her the video?
Does everybody want to see Ricky
Yeah.
fall down?
You want to show it on this show? Can we share a screen?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Ricky twisted his ankle pretty viciously on one of the step downs. And honestly, I'm surprised he was 17th place. I thought he was going to be like more like Happalainen territory the way he looked.
All right, let me pull it up here. All right. So Ricky's coming up over the box right here in the white shoes.
Right here.
And boom.
Oh.
And then he ended up finishing the event. He was 17th place, and he didn't look great before that. Like his flutter cramps in his legs, buckling every descent, buckling.
I mean, that came down. I mean, what I'm worried about is, like, he continued to move. He still had the adrenaline. Like, a lot of times when
it's about to swell up. Like
when you stop, anytime you the adrenaline crash, you stop moving. Like, I'm really worried about what that happens with the clean. Like,
That's what I was gonna ask.
And if it gets to a point, like, if he can make it far enough where he has to start squat cleaning,
Squat clean will be rough.
That could be really hard to get. Like, he may not be able to do that.
Travis did make a good point, though. All the running's done.
I think he'll be fine. Depending on how bad it is. Now, like, that's a 20-inch step down, plus the weight on the back is
not great.
is a pretty big, like, load compared to, sometimes you're just stepping off a curb or whatever. So, but Ricky's a dog. He's tough. He's not withdrawing because of that, unless he's got some broken
bones. Who are you rooting for in the men again? You like Ricky?
I do like Ricky, yeah.
Yeah, just because he looks good?
It's just this, I think, Brian.
It was interesting to see his box steps.
Hatfield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
we
showing that
didn't
visually.
expect that at all.
But Sprague's was really interesting. He would just graze the top of the box, and that just made him faster.
Sprague was moving really quick for a big guy.
Yeah, when you're 6'2", it helps.
And he looked his body language looked good right till the end, whereas Austin kind of was laboring a bit. I mean, he's still moving quick, but
I
just
honestly
not
think
Here you go. Hiller posting Dallin Pepper doing the box step overs 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So it sounds like a lot of people knew about this. There's other videos that we've seen of people that were practicing this standard. What do you expect? It's nothing new. There's always leaks. Word is it's coming from someone on the demo team. But
All I know is Hatfield didn't have this leak, and I don't think James did either. And James is part of Brute. Yeah, so James probably did. But Hatfield didn't have this leak. He was second place. Dallin was like 7th in a workout that he should have been good at. It's stepping up and down. I don't think it's that big of a deal. If y'all want to try to make it that big of a deal.
Well, yeah, of course. Listen. Even if I got the leak, I'm still coming dead last. That's not entirely the point.
True. You could beat Happalainen.
The point, yeah, I might be able to. But the point is that it just doesn't look good. But if you're not aware, this is your first time thinking, "Wow, there's leaks." There are.
Yeah, everyone just made educated guesses. No, Jeremy. No.
You want to go?
Yeah. So, what do you do?
I thought we would talk to you. But I started getting on leaderboard.
All right. Anything else on the men that we want to talk about?
Men have still not been. The overall leaderboard has not been updated. The leaderboard for Chad: Emily Rolfe, first place. Gabby Magala, second place, so that was a good pick. Is that you, John?
Yeah. Nice pick, John.
Haley Adams in third, Tia fourth, Amy Kringle fifth, hanging in there.
It's the same people.
But again, look at the top. Look at the
Crazy.
top six.
Stephanie Flores.
The top six were the top, like.
Top 6 are the top 6.
Yeah, exactly.
Top 6 are the top 6.
And then Andrea Pinheiro.
She's
kind of
gritty,
out of
man.
nowhere. Kind of out of
She's
nowhere.
and she wasn't really, doing good in any of the longer stuff or really
That's a weird
anything.
thing to be good at.
I don't know. She's a stepper, man. She's a mall walker.
Chloe Govan-David.
Again, another really surprising, but
Yeah.
taller.
Yeah.
But she looked like she might be half in, half out after.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Good.
day-
I know
day
Do
two,
Mid's
but-
been struggling, but this is a good event. Good event for her.
Paige Semenzik, we always just gloss over her because we do, but she's in 7th right now.
These
That's her
are
best.
all events she's going to be
Yeah.
good at, though, and that's what's
Yeah.
it's only going to get worse. But Paige would probably finish higher than everybody had her ranked because of this start.
Yeah. Nick, come meet us. I know the line at Vendor Village is long, but we'll be here all day
Hell yeah.
long. Being told to refresh the leaderboard. Let's see. It has not been updated yet.
Men, maybe? No. We can just
no,
go
just keep
through it.
going through, Chad. Alexis Raptis, 12th. Brooke Wells, 14th. Alex Kazan, 15th.
Honestly surprised they finished at that spot looking at how bad they looked.
Yeah.
Because they did not look good. I know Kazan did not look good. She looked hurting.
Yeah.
Her and Ricky both. And it's not a bad spot.
No. The men's is updated. Grace Walton, Maddie Sturt, 18th and 19th. They were I think the only two out of, and then Danielle Brandon, 25th. So 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Emma Lawson. She's down.
Emma Lawson, 26th place. She was 14th heading into the event. Ariel Lowen, 28th.
Yeah, she looks off.
Yeah, I think
Right.
that's a lot of mental,
Yeah.
emotional.
And I get we're saying it's one type of event, but she shouldn't be bad at them, and she's not a mid-20s
none of
in
these
events.
I really think Emma Lawson, Ariel Lowen,
Yeah.
we've talked over and over, the line between a top 5 finish and 20th place, a lot of times that, comes down to how you're feeling mentally, how you're into it and things like that. And if you're just not into it, it's really hard, I think, to perform like you should. Shelby Neal, 31st.
B team.
Gemma Rader. Gemma's a good swimmer. Good name for a swimmer. Not so much for box step-ups. And then Danny Spiegel, last in the
Thought
women.
maybe Danny might do good on the step-ups, those big, strong legs. Evidently not the case.
It's called cardio, Travis.
Never heard
She
of it.
doesn't have it.
Never heard of it.
Let's look at the overall standing for the men. In first place still. That's not even
It's not.
updated.
Refresh.
No, I think maybe he was just saying, I think he meant as Chad's updated.
Oh,
so
yeah,
no, we
Chad-
don't have the overall
Yeah, we
leaderboard.
do not
Come
have
on,
the
CJ.
overall leaderboard.
We're looking for overall. Okay.
Sabotage. CJ
on,
at
man.
Wad Prep is
Sabotage
trying
the
to
show.
sabotage this. Why do you only talk about American people? Casual arrogance.
Sucks to be the best.
Do we? I don't know.
That's why we brought on.
Canadian correspondent.
That's right.
Trying to
I
push
feel
the
like
Canadian
we talk
content.
about the Canadians a lot. All of the Europeans have
Travis.
withdrawn. Henrik Haapalainen was last place.
We talk about Yella all the time.
we talk about Ricky all the time. We don't talk about Jay as much as we should.
I picked
Jay's quiet though. Jay's been
Jay's
Sleeper pick.
doing what Jay does.
yeah.
yeah.
He's right around 10th. He's gonna finish right around 10th. That's what Jay does.
He's suffering from Travis syndrome, Travis Mayer syndrome, where he gets glanced over. You know,
No, Travis Mayer gets glanced over because he's in
shut up,
25th.
shut up.
Points adjust when you sort it by Chad.
Oh, okay.
But then
What?
when you go over to, it doesn't. So when you go to overall, it won't. There we go.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, we're up.
Now it's updated. James Sprague, first place with 446. Roman Krenikov, 431 in second. Brent Fikowski, 407. Pat Vellner moves up to fourth.
So really nothing changed. Hopper and Yellow Host are tied.
Yeah.
Literally, I mean, it's basically the exact same.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say after Ricky spraining his ankle and we've got push-pull later, he's out of podium contention. He's in 9th right now.
No, dude. No
He's,
shot. James is going to drop
54
like a
points
heart
back of the podium.
But I don't
Ricky's
think,
not going
I
to
don't
catch him.
think Ricky can pass
I don't know.
6 people to get up to the third.
Co-parter, bro.
Dude, he's 30 points behind.
Dude, that
Melner.
that ankle is going.
No, he's not 30.
He is.
Oh, that's not the podium. Podium's top 3.
Yeah, all of those guys are going to drop.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think Ricky. No, I think his
I don't
ankle
put
is
it
going to get
out
him.
of possibility.
I don't think he gets in the
just
top.
did.
He's not in the top 10 on the clean ladder.
No.
He's going to get annihilated by those deficit handstand push-ups, man.
He's been working him.
Yeah,
I hope.
I
One
hope
can
so,
hope.
man.
He
I
needs
hope so.
to.
Yeah, so
But then what's Sunday? You know?
Dude,
Right.
it's freaking open. Man, whoever wants to take it, it's open. The whole podium, I think, is open. I think it's Roman's to lose, but the whole thing is open.
yeah, Roman's the odds-on favorite with what we have remaining and where he is in the standings. James, we're discounting a little bit, but I mean, he's looked good really so far. And he looked better in the midline climb than maybe we thought, especially on those deadlifts, man. Like, he was ripping. He was
Yeah.
gripping and ripping.
Jason Hopper in 5th, Yellow Hosta. 10th, Sam Quant. Callian Souza, 11th place. Chris Ibarra is now in 12th.
I want to wait till the end of Saturday before like any like narratives as far as what can happen. Like we start to form them. I don't think we learned anything what the leaderboard is right now because it's all the same stuff.
Right.
Like I like for any of this stuff.
Well,
I just
whether
really
you
want to wait
like
till
it,
the end of
whether
Saturday.
you like it or not, we're 7 events in of potentially
We're
what?
5 events in.
Oh, sorry. Of how many scores?
5.
So
5
we're halfway.
scores, 5
Yeah,
events.
okay, you're right. You're right.
And then the whole entire other half is going to be the opposite. The opposite
We,
stuff.
we only have four more times the athletes take the floor.
Right, but we think 5. It almost has to be 5.
But a lot of these people that we're holding out for, at this point, the point gap might be too big. More so on the women's side.
But I mean, I agree with the women's side. The exact opposite can happen of what has happened is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Justin Medeiros, 13th place. That's exactly where he finished last year, isn't it?
Yeah, he looked good. The first 2 events were like, okay, he's back, he's looking solid, and then
Yeah, it's
pretty lousy, really lousy in Firestorm and the run.
Harry Lightfoot, I think that's a big surprise, 15th.
Yeah, crushed the.
Henrik
sprint.
Kapalainen, even with a last place finish, he's sitting in 17th
That's
place
impressive,
overall.
actually.
Yeah, it is. It's surprising.
BKG drops into 20th place. We're walking down. Alston Hatfield, 203 points now with a 96 for a second place, 25th overall. Again, he's only 34 points out from the top 20.
Yeah, I mean, I think each event he's just going to jump 5 spots.
Yeah.
Like he's not going to make it all up at once, but each of top 5 is just going to be 5 people he jumps by the end of Sunday or Saturday. It would not surprise me if he's I'm going to look up like
Harry,
that 286 mark. So like top 15.
Harry Lightfoot is a potential to be
No,
bottom 5 on
right.
this next clean
Correct.
ladder.
Right.
Correct.
Bruno Marins, Ruin Pockgeiter.
Dude, Jack's been really bad.
Yeah, he can't even swim, and tough events for him, man.
And he's still going to make the cut.
Yeah, he'll crush the
Moritz
clean ladder.
Fiebig did not start,
Nope.
No.
so he is out.
They're only going to cut 2 athletes?
Correct. 2 athletes on the men's side.
Bailey Martin's got to get it together.
Come on, Bailey.
Peter Ellis might make the cut, bro.
I'm not. He might be right there with.
Yeah, after the clean event,
this
that's
clean
going to be
event.
tough.
He and Harry are going to be battling for 31st.
He's not
30 seconds.
necessarily built for pulling.
That's rough. Oh, yeah, Arthur's going to beat him in the clean ladder.
Yeah. Dude,
how-
I mean, like, seriously about the cuts, though. Like, 2 dudes. You're really going to slide them like that? Like,
Wow, just for heat purposes.
I know.
organizational
It's just
purposes,
like,
yeah.
God. It's almost petty.
That's a tough one.
If you can't even beat 2 people, it's not, we're not asking much. If I'm Castro, I'm like, I'm not asking much, guys.
Yeah, but
you can't even beat 2
Just be
people.
like, hey, guys, come on.
Casual Arrogance, surprise of the games until now.
The programming.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you
I'll
want to
just
pick
go right
people,
at the top.
I
I'll
would
say
say Amy
James.
Krinkle.
I'll say James. Yeah, and Amy's looked awesome. I think she's like she's a top 10er. She's not fluking her way in there with the program. And yeah, she might drop a little bit. She looks good. But I like James, man. Like a lot of people made joke that he'll be wearing the leader jersey after the first event, but here we are midway through Saturday.
If you
He's still
told
wearing
me
it. He's looking
5
good.
events, and then you said the 5 events, it would not shock me at all if James was first place.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
but
call him to be
I-
first, but like I would put him in the top 5.
It's a
yeah, that's what I mean.
possibility.
Like ahead of Roman,
Yeah.
especially when you saw that we had that
No,
the
no,
bike
you're right.
event,
And like-
the bike event and the deadlift
But
event.
it would not shock
with
me.
the bike with the skiing, you're like, no, he's not ahead of Roman,
Right.
even with the running.
Right.
So that's
right.
what it's pretty cool.
But
it's good for him.
If,
He's
if
made
we
that
just
jump.
said the 5 events,
Yeah.
like it's built for James.
Right. Wanna Love, are they cutting to 20? They changed that last night. They adjusted it, so no cut after Chad. They're going to have 1 cut at the end of Saturday night tonight, and it's only going to cut down to the top 30. And so the men, we have 32 athletes.
Unless they decide to change it.
Nah, I think after they announced it. I mean, unless they do say, look, if you're still here, we'll just do 32. I think the hard part with that is, like, they're already adding 1 heat. If they have 32, they're adding 2 heats.
You
like,
can't.
the
You
timing
can't.
on that is
Right.
probably
You
too
can't.
hard to fit in. Women,
For 2 people.
yeah. Tia Claire Toomey, still in first. Emily Rolfe closes the gap just a little bit with her event win. Emily gains 9 points.
You know what's funny? I feel so confident that Tia is going to be over 150 points now.
Over second.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you look at
Like, I know it's
It is a narrow
it's
lead.
21 points.
Right.
And for some reason, I have even more confidence that it's going to be over 150 points.
I'm feeling like I want to say it's a 90% it's Tia then Gabby. Like I almost feel like it's Gabby's to lose
Haley's going to
second.
be there. Gabby will
20
make points up on here, and then from there, it's just CrossFit.
21
Yeah.
points between Emily Rolfe and Gabby right now, though.
Yeah, that's not that'll be
No,
a
no.
race
It'll
here. The
diminish
clean-
Literally
the
the
next
next
event.
Literally the next
Yeah.
event. Like I'm with you. I think Gabby and Haley, it's theirs to lose for the podium. Let's go down the line. It's not a guarantee, but like it almost is. Can I see the leaderboard?
well, before the CrossFit final call, needs to get some JY barbell shirts. So we are right in between the Air Rosti and Blender Bottle booth, right in front of the Coffee Garden.
Yeah, the coffee. If you go to the Coffee Garden, the big screen TV, we're right around that area.
To the right.
Just look for all the fans watching us doing this show.
Yeah, they're all here for us. It's just
Yes.
overflow out into
Yeah.
the seats there.
Exactly. Here's the leaderboard there for you, John.
So if you look, there's about a 60-point gap from Bethany to Amy, and then if we go all the way down to somebody that we think could have a chance at making noise, it's Alex Kazan and Alexis are the 275 to 430. That's like almost a 150-point gap. I don't see that happening.
No.
I think Gabby and Haley both are a lock for the podium. And it's who gets second and who
A
gets
lock?
third.
Man,
150-point gap to somebody that can make noise on the events remaining.
Lock's just strong terminology.
Okay,
But
Emily,
I
Bethany,
don't.
Amy, all gone. Paige not fit enough. Grace not fit enough. Madeline Sturt going to be bad at this clean event.
Too vegan.
Danielle, I guess if
Too
you want to put
vegan.
Danielle Brandon might be somebody. I don't put
I
it.
don't-
If there's a handstand walk event though, but Haley's
Haley's going to be just
right,
fine.
right. Like there's just too much of a gap. It's 140 points.
Yeah, I don't think.
And then the women there, they're just not. They're either not strong or they're not fit enough. Period.
Right.
I'll give Bethany an outside chance at
When
fighting.
she gets
at fighting.
33rd place in this clean ladder,
And
it's over.
what place is Haley getting?
33rd, but Haley's fitter.
Oh, they're tying for 33rd.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I said.
Again-
I'll give her an outside
Again,
chance.
Haley's
to fight
good,
with her in the CrossFit
Haley's
event.
good at power cleans.
Yeah, I was
Right,
going
like-
to say, I bet
Okay.
I put a Haley above 30th
I think
on
she
the
has a
next
chance
event.
of getting to the top 20. I think she's almost a lock to get into the top 20.
Yeah.
At that point,
You put Haley over
she's not
Bethany
gonna,
in this.
She's not going to drop.
I just put them on the same tier. It wouldn't surprise me if either one of them beat each other.
Yeah.
But I think Haley's fitter than Bethany, period. Like across the
Yeah,
board on
but
everything.
I think it's pretty close. Because I think Bethany is somebody that doesn't get quite the respect for how fit she is.
No, her engine is great.
Yeah, like I want to get. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not gonna say Haley's a lock for the podium. I'll of the people remain. I'll give Bethany a shot.
Andrew Race wants to know what's an outside chance.
Outside?
What's an outside chance?
We got any wrenches in the chat? Get them out of here. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna tolerate it.
Nick messaged me. Nick messaged
outta
me
here.
and said we need some moderators.
We don't have the
Technology.
We're a small team for that type of thing.
They're big fans of you, Tyler. They have Travis Mayer shirt. This couple right here.
Is that a top 5? Top 5 mayor shirt?
Top 5 mayor.
She's rolling the blue thing right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
She has a Travis Mayer shirt.
I see.
It's not on her, but I know she.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Danielle Brandon in 10th. I mean, again, like they're 150 points out from Gabby. I just don't think you can do it.
No, it's too far.
So
Gabby's not gonna Gabby can have a bad event in push-pull, and then handstand walking's not gonna be bad, but it's just not gonna be great. It's just too much, and then she's strong. She'll be fine in the clean ladder. Like, it's just too much. I think it's too much.
any chance any chance Emily Rolfe stays on there? On the
No.
podium?
No.
Like, is she the one that's out?
No. She's not going to do well in the push pull. She's not going to do well
I
in the
literally
clean.
think it's gone the next two.
Yeah, she's dropping to 7th. How far does Kringle fall?
I think Ringgold hangs in there. I think she's
Because it's
I think
power.
she's legit.
I think
Everyone's
she-
disqualifying.
I think she stays possibly top 5.
How does it make you feel, John? You said she's going to fall top 10.
I believe that. I still say that.
Stamp it. Take it to the bank, folks.
Hey, that's a.
It's a
Did
good
you
one.
put that as a prop bet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good prop bet.
It's got the John Young blessing on it now.
I think she'll be fine in the, because she did on the clean and jerk. Didn't she do 10 unbroken on the final
Yeah,
round?
she was.
Oh,
she was
yeah,
going,
that's
she
a good-
was going touch and go
That's
from the
light.
get-go.
Those were light
A lot of
cleans,
people did
though. A lot of people.
Not
She
a
was
lot,
one of the few
not a
people.
lot.
It's a dime a dozen to be
She
able
was
to do
going
that.
touch
She was
go.
also the first one to do, like, she was Europe. She was the first one to do it.
Right.
Uh,
Suck it.
You know what? I think
in all-
Christine Bernardine also did that.
No,
and,
she didn't.
And where's she at?
No, she didn't. She ran fast.
I think, I'm not saying, like, she's not going to drop off, but I think really she's going to do well in the clean ladder based on who we have left and what we've seen from some of the athletes that we expect to do well that just aren't. I think she can make top 10 in this. Again, all she has to do is do top 10 on this, and I think she still hangs in there. I don't think Emily gets the top 10. Haley doesn't get top 10. I think she moves up the leaderboard
I
after
don't
the
think
clean
Amy,
ladder.
I don't think Amy Kringle makes top 10.
Of the clean ladder?
Yeah.
She's strong, man.
I'm saying she does.
Okay, let's count. Let's go down the line.
But
Let's go up.
Who beats Amy Kringle?
So, Tia,
Yep.
I would say Gabby.
Okay.
I would say Grace. I would say Danielle Brandon. Danielle
No.
Brandon's way stronger at
Dan-
powers.
No.
Way
Danielle's
stronger at
literally
powers.
getting by the run
if it-
event.
dude, Danielle Brandon will make the top 10, and then we'll struggle with the heavier bars. That's
All right,
what
we'll
happen.
we'll say she's maybe.
Alex Kazan.
No.
Alex Kazan's literally might be the strongest person in the whole field.
Yeah. You said that about the snatch ladder at semis too.
Not-
She couldn't
no,
even
I
snatch.
didn't.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
did.
snatch
didn't.
ladder.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
did.
didn't.
Yeah, you did. You
No.
said she's been working on it. She's been
She
working on it.
deadlifts 440.
Listen.
She squat clean
Listen,
280.
I know you're
She
dick
squat
riding
clean
everybody.
280. Can you squat clean 280?
Yeah.
In my sleep.
Dude,
I wouldn't recommend that,
I know
Travis.
you
That's a
hate
bad
Alex
idea.
Kazan, but she's going to beat Amy Kringle in this
Yeah.
for sure. I think Brooke Wells beats Amy Kringle.
No, not even close.
In a clean
Ah.
ladder.
Listen,
Judging
Brooke,
how this
keep going,
competition's
keep
been
going down.
going for
Yeah,
Brooke,
Brookwell's losing on account of hitching the bar on every rep,
I mean,
pausing at
Emma
her
Lawson
thighs.
should beat her.
Gonna lose
That's the
time.
thing, though.
don't knock until you try it, Travis.
I won't count those girls as guarantees, but I think they should. Like Domit and Lawson, both of them. Keep going. And then, I mean, I don't put it out for Pinheiro. Danny Spiegel. That's the other one.
That puts her like a potential.
Pinheiro's not beating her.
Count on,
I love
count,
Andrew.
count
Like,
on Pinheiro.
we count all those, and if
It's
Amy
not as
beats
high
the
as I
rest,
thought.
she could be like 10.
Do you
Yeah.
know what? She's a rookie. She's competing hard. She looks hungry, man. So, like, when you say Emma Lawson's going to beat her, I don't think so. Like, she doesn't have that fire,
I
man.
said we can't
Emma
count
Lawson
on
feels
them.
like shit, is doing shit. She's not going to come out there ready to compete.
I said
This
we
girl's
can't-
like,
we
holy
can't-
fuck,
I-
I'm
I
in
said we
fifth.
can't-
I can't
Friendly
believe it. She's gonna be
fire,
on it.
friendly fire,
Yeah.
Canadian to the
You're right.
Canadian
The
fire here.
European women are all strong. Like that's something I wasn't thinking about. But Laura, Karen, Emma Tall, they're all like
They're all
locks
out.
for the top 10.
Right, they were.
And they're all out. Yeah, it's not a far cry. I just don't think Amy Kringle.
Bet
is,
him
what?
a 20-piece nugget on it.
You already owe me a meal. I don't have to bet anything.
He's trying to get it
Coward.
back.
I bet Kipping It Real $50 that Sprague won't podium.
Gonna be
He
tight.
feels super confident about
Gonna be
it.
tight.
I feel super confident about it. I still think by the end of Saturday he won't be top 3.
The end of today.
Ryan Stokes, the one thing to take into consideration is the fact that some of these athletes are considering this an exhibition games versus a competition games, so we don't know where each
No, they're
athlete's
not.
heads are. I don't know if it's that. I think it's.
No,
I
they're
think
not.
some are mentally struggling with this more than others.
Yes.
For a multitude of reasons, and so again that line of you have to be fully committed, and if you're not, like something like Chad, if you're not in it for all of 45 minutes, like you're gonna fade, right? Like
Couldn't agree
you,
more.
You can't have that mental push for 45 minutes if it's just not there. Danny Spiegel saying she's on exhibition mode. None of these workouts lined
Good
up
for
for
you.
her.
No, Danny Spiegel, this is what expected.
Here's the thing about an exhibition. It's about showing in an exhibition.
Right.
And she ain't showing much.
Yeah.
So
But-
I guess exhibit on, but nobody's watching.
Yeah, outside of everything with Lazar and everything, like none of these workouts, you go, Danny, this is your wheelhouse. Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
No, and that's why
we all said Danny has to make the cut to do the clean ladder, and from there she'd be able to move up into the top 20.
Yeah, and the programming sucked so far, and I get it. We're going to have the balance on Sunday, but just watching Chad this morning and seeing the top 6 be top 6, it just screams it had no business being in the programming. We did not.
I
it
agree.
was-
And listen, even if you had Amanda and the Hammer Down event, I still think it's not good programming. If all 5 of these events lined up for the same athletes, even if you had 2 that were like different, it's still
not
way
enough,
off.
yeah.
Like if the first cut was supposed to be after this event, even with those 2 events, I think it was not well balanced for that first cut at all.
he's trolling. He's so shit.
Yeah.
When does clean ladder start? 1 p.m. today?
So the next event is the clean ladder. It is at 12:55 local time.
Local time.
So teams are going to start here at 11:35. We will not be watching that. Clean ladder. 12:55. The men take the floor first, so they're the ones that get the less rest going right into it. And then the women will take the floor at 2:03.
I think we got Mama Hatfield coming over to be on the podcast. We want to stay on for like 5 more minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'd
absolutely.
She's looking for us.
I'd like to set the line a line on a prop bet on this workout. Cumulative. Well, I don't know if we're going to be able to measure that. I want to set a cumulative time for each round, fastest for all
That's
3.
Be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
That'd be really tough.
I would say a minute 30.
For all 3 finished,
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be able to measure it.
I know for a fact that there is that people can do the last round in 23 seconds.
So you want to? Oh, I like that. Set the over under on the last round's 23 seconds. Is that staying for the females
Okay,
as well?
I no idea.
Should
no
you,
idea.
Should you say
I would
22,
I would
25 seconds?
I would say over under to 30 seconds because
Okay.
this is them just doing that last round. They're not doing. They didn't have Chad. They didn't have all. In training.
Under over.
Was 23 seconds.
Female stands for that too.
Yeah, I would say 30 seconds for the last round.
Okay.
Over under.
We'll rock with that. I like that.
I mean, they're all effed up a little bit.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's a hard call.
I think they feel fresh, John. This hasn't been physically taxing or mentally taxing this weekend. This is the hat.
Oh,
Is this Hatfield's
Mama
mom?
Hatfield's
I'll
here.
bring her.
I'll jump.
Oh, no.
No,
Oh, okay.
we need
It doesn't
we need
matter.
Mama Hatfield to sit
Here,
next
come
to
here,
us.
sit
come here,
next
Mama
to-
Hatfield, right here.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. Well, both y'all didn't have to get up. Here, Tyler, come over here. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
Mrs.
great.
Hatfield.
So for everybody who doesn't know, this is Mama Hatfield.
Yes.
This is the camera right here. Going to introduce
Oh, okay.
yourself.
Hi, I'm Mama Hatfield.
So did you expect that in chat?
Not that well, no.
Not that well?
But he knew he had to pull it out today, and because he'd had a rough day yesterday.
Yeah,
so
he did.
he knew he had to do something.
Was
so
he pretty revved up this morning? Like, I've got to.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. He knew what he had to do.
yeah.
Yeah, he does things the hard way.
Did he not know what he had to do yesterday?
I don't know what was wrong with him yesterday. He just was not himself. How many times have you seen him not do 10 deadlifts in a row?
I
I know. We were surprised by
We
that.
were yelling.
Did you tell him to try?
I told him we needed to. You should have
Hey,
heard
buddy,
me
you
up
gotta
there.
pick
It was
up.
bad. It was bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with him.
How
He
do
just
you-
was not himself.
How do you foresee the rest of the day going?
He should do more than well the rest of the day.
I think so too.
Yeah, yeah. If he's himself, like he should have been yesterday.
That's
He's-
what I'm telling them.
he's-
and
he's on.
I've been getting a lot of crap for it. Like
I know you
he's
have.
just not performing.
He's not.
How he can perform.
He's not.
And,
I don't know if have him mess with his head a little bit or just.
And everybody's got.
Yeah.
Everybody's dealing
yeah,
with it in
yeah,
a different way.
yeah.
But I do think this event will put it in
Oh
motion.
yeah. He's pumped. He's ready to go. So.
So you've been watching him over the last couple of years.
Yes.
He's always been athletic.
More
Always.
more than that.
Yeah,
You
last
watch.
couple of years.
He's always been an athlete.
I
He's-
didn't really pay attention
Yeah.
to him in the first 20, but no. So and then all of a sudden he starts really taking off in CrossFit. What's
Yeah.
changed in him over the past couple of years?
He's more dedicated now. He has a coach.
Yeah.
He's the nutrition. He's always been really healthy. Always, all of my 3 boys, he's the healthiest one. They're all big, but he's more dedicated. Once he decided that he was going to compete, he was there.
He was on it.
So yeah,
Yeah.
he's always done something. He's played soccer since he was like 3. He's the youngest of 3 boys. So
Oh, of course.
he was always the one. Hey, Austin,
Usually
come
the
try
youngest
this.
one is like
Oh yeah, yeah,
the best one.
yeah.
Yeah,
He-
I'm the oldest
Oh,
of
yeah.
3. I'm
He's
the
fighting
worst.
with all the
Yeah.
others. Yeah.
he
My
paid-
littlest brother is he is the most
Yeah.
athletic
Yeah.
of all of us.
We laugh. We say he paid for trauma room 3 in our hospital, and after a while, I just started doing it at home. Super glue and butterfly strips.
Right.
So
So who all came with you and Austin?
his girlfriend is there. That is my husband, his stepdad. His
Okay.
brother is here, and then the 2 people who actually really got him into CrossFit, who owned the gym that he bought, that he owned, are here as well. So,
Awesome. So
yeah.
you guys are.
Yeah, and his dad and his stepmom are here too.
So you guys have an Airbnb together, or you all just
No,
doing
we
hotel?
actually, when we found out it was going to be in Fort Worth last year, whenever it was, we immediately booked rooms because we knew he was
Okay.
going to be here.
Yeah.
Why'd you book his room with crickets?
I know, right? He called me. He goes, "Mom, there are crickets all over my room." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "There are." He zoomed it around, and there were crickets, and they're big. And I said, "Well, maybe it's a Texas thing. 'Cause, Florida has lizards."
Right.
And I'm like,
right.
"Well, maybe
It's
it's a
got
Texas thing, And so I'm like, "You're gonna have to go down and tell him."
Everybody's got crickets in the room, son.
Yeah, well,
Make it work.
That's something my
This is
dad
the
would
CrossFit
say.
game.
That is something my
I was
dad
like,
would
"That's
say.
protein. Just
It
eat them."
starts
Yeah, right.
It's great protein. Just eat. So I said, "Take me down
You
there
think,
with you."
you think
and
Rich would call me about crickets, son? No.
so they actually upgraded him. They felt really bad and upgraded his
good.
room.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
yeah,
Good.
yeah.
What is? Yesterday was a long day.
Yesterday was
and
a very
it's
long
definitely
day.
not even. I imagine he was pretty disappointed. Like, what was his spirit? Like, how was his just?
He was
attitude?
very, very frustrated until after the run. I think
Okay.
he did really, really well on the run. Of course, everybody else did too. But he was very frustrated, just very down, very blah. This has not been what I expected, and kind of felt bad for him, Well, everybody, but this was his first
Yeah.
games experience, so it's not exactly what he thought it would be, which is fine. But after the race last night, he was a completely different person.
Felt a little better.
That's good.
Completely
That's
different.
good.
We
He looked
went
great
and
in
ate
the race.
pancakes and last night at
Well, that'll fix
11
it.
o'clock. So he had chicken and waffles, so we're good now.
Chicken and waffles. That's what I'm saying.
That's what'll
Chicken
that's
and
what'll
waffles.
get you up
Champions
over
right
the box.
here.
Yes.
That's why y'all are
Yes.
so weak. 'Cause
Right.
Y'all don't eat for this stuff.
Yep, chicken and waffles. So
It's my type of meal.
it's been fun.
That's great.
I think after the Saturday and Sunday, because I think it'll keep going.
Yeah.
But and obviously I'm a little biased, but as are you.
Of course.
But I think people will start to see what I'm trying to tell them.
Yeah.
And if the first 2 days just went how he could do,
Oh, yeah.
not
Yeah.
that they were good days for him, but
Right.
just to his potential,
Yeah.
he just has to put it together.
Yep.
He's just
Yep.
got to put it together.
What's it? Beckley's not a small town, but it's not a huge town.
Right.
What's it like? Are people in Beckley talking? I gotta imagine it's a little bit like Cookeville. People know about Rich. Is there a little bit of talk in town?
Yeah, I mean, especially CrossFit community, of course. But anybody else out there, they have no idea.
They don't know.
They have no idea. They have
He
no
can go
idea
into-
what he's
he
doing.
can still go into Kroger. It's
Yes,
good.
Yes. Unless he has his dogs in the back with him with he's got his glasses.
Yeah.
They don't know he's there.
Awesome.
So and that's what's weird. People coming up and asking for his autograph and stuff. It's very weird for us. So
Yeah.
he's just Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even sell a shirt. I'm trying.
Have you gotten one of the crocheted?
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
she got
It is
four
here.
of
I
them.
have 4 of them. I have the whole set.
That is awesome.
The whole
So
set.
I didn't wear this yesterday, so I wore it today, and this is what did it.
That
The
is
bunny.
great.
The
yeah,
bunny.
John throws on the Hatfield shirt.
Yep.
Rallied
Yes,
every
yes.
time.
Yep.
I didn't see Chad coming, but
Yeah.
I had to throw
Yeah,
the
I
shirt
heard-
on
I didn't
whenever
listen.
I started.
I didn't listen to any podcast last night because I knew what was,
Yeah.
Do you
And
really
so-
think he could win that event going in? I
Chad?
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so surprising.
He's done it before multiple times. Yeah.
He was ready to go. Wow. It's just
I'm like, James, couldn't you just let him have one? just let him have one.
Right, yeah.
James is having the games of his
He
life
is.
right now.
He's-
He
yeah,
couldn't have
it's
asked
amazing.
for
No,
5 better
no,
events,
no.
and it's about to go all downhill for him.
Yeah,
And I hate
yeah.
to say that,
It
but
is.
he'll probably
I
still
love
finish
him,
higher
but
than
it-
Austin. But
It's
yeah, I can't fault James for that. Like
No.
you,
He's done
if you want to win
amazing.
an event, you got to win an event.
Yeah.
You know.
From the time that we saw him the first time at Crash to now, he's just completely turned himself around. He's more muscular and he's doing better. He's still not Hatfield weight, but he'll get there.
Dude, James is like a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't always look like that.
Yeah. And
yeah,
he's tall.
especially the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's tall, so that helps too, for especially Chad.
Well,
So.
Mama Hatfield.
Thank you.
Thank you for
It's great
having
to
me.
see you
It was
in the
great to meet you
comments.
guys. I
Yeah.
love the podcast.
Nice
you.
to meet you.
I try to not say bad things.
No, you're
No,
great.
you guys are great.
You're
Thank
great.
you.
You're great.
Listen,
Thank
I
you.
love that somebody in the community has an accent that's a little thicker than mine.
Oh,
so
you have
when
an
Austin,
accent?
yeah, you
I
and
actually thought
Austin
it was pretty tame for Beckley.
for West Virginia, it's pretty good. I just it makes me feel a little more comfortable.
Yeah, feel at home.
Yeah.
Feel at home.
Thank
Little
you.
Hillbilly. Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
For anybody wondering who that was Mama Hatfield.
Who's that lady?
Yeah, who's that lady? We're all wondering. Mama Hatfield joined the show. All right, guys. Next event, clean ladder. Individuals take the floor at 12:55. Almost just a little under 2 hours from now. We will be on about 20 minutes before that, 12:35. We'll give our picks on the Heat 1 app, and then we will begin the spin cast. So
Make your picks.
make your picks when you have time. Until then, we will see you. Go have some lunch and enjoy the team competition.